Hi. In this presentation we are going to talk about displayed mathematical formulas. This is the displayed mathematical formula you have already seen. This is how it was typeset. And now I would like to show a second variant where instead of the bracket environment, so to speak, we use the equation environment. So it starts with begin equation, ends with end equation. And the big change, of course, is that here we also have a label whose role we are going to explain in a second. The typeset version is the same as before, except that now the equation is numbered. We have number 1 here, simply because this is the first equation in this document. Were there 5, this would be numbered 6. Now, the importance of the label is that if I write ref and the argument of the label I had before, which was equal on first int, this will always produce when typeset the number 1 or whatever number was the numbering of the equation. So I have to type open parenthesis ref, the argument of the label, close parenthesis. Or I could be smarter and type ecref, which will put the parenthesis and which will act very smartly in that even if this ecref is in an italicized or emphasized part of your paper, like the text of a theorem, this will not be italicized. It would really look bloody awful if you italicize the parenthesis and you italicize the number. Why is this so important? Simply because as you write a paper, a longer paper, a book, you add, you subtract, you move stuff around, and in the old way of doing it, where you numbered things by hand, so to speak, anytime you rearrange the paper, the numbering of the equation had to be redone. If this one becomes a 6, this will have to become a 6. And with this symbolic referencing scheme of LaTex, that's exactly what happens. There is only one rule you have to observe. Suppose that your equation was number 6 and you deleted 2 equations before it, so it will have to become number 4. You delete the 2 equations before, you typeset the thing, and it is still, the equation is still number 6. So remember the rule that for renumbering to work, you have to typeset the source file twice. That's a very simple rule, but if you don't remember it, you can get pretty frustrated with the result. Now, we are going to talk about multi-line displayed equations. This is the equation we are talking about. First, this is a 3-line equation, and I would like to display it in the following way. The equal signs should line up. We do this in a very simple fashion. The environment we use is called a line, not a surprise. We write the 3 formulas and they are separated by 2 line separators, double backslash. You see that each of the 3 lines are labeled because these are numbered, and supposedly I did it like that so that I can reference them. And then the ampersand symbol tells LaTex where to line up the formulas. So this is really simple. Separate the lines with double backslash, put an ampersand where the formula should be lined up, put the whole thing in the align environment, and you are already done. By the way, if you don't want numbering, you don't need the label, and use the align star environment. You see that I made a mistake. If I put a star there, of course, I should put a star there too. Let's take this out in a hurry, and everything is fine. The second example
has only 2 lines, had equal signs which are lined up, so there will be only 1 line separator. It's here. It will have a label for the first line. I want the second line not numbered, so I put for the second line a no tag command, put the whole thing in the align environment, put the ampersand for the alignment, and that's all there is to it. So this is what I call the simple align. The second one I would like to show you is what I call the annotated align. This is a typical example. I have 3 formulas, and at the end of each formula I want to add some text explaining how do I get from a formula to the next one. Annotation. So we do that with the align environment again. The 3 lines are, each 2 successive lines are separated by double backslash. Here is one, here is another one. I use the ampersand to indicate that the equal signs should be lined up, but I also have to tell LaTeX that these guys should be lined up, and this I do with a double ampersand. And that's all you have to know. That is annotated align. That's also a variant of the align environment. Finally, I would like to tell you about the cases environment. And here is an example. Typical example is the definition of a function fx equals. I just wrote fx equals. And then this construct is a cases construct. It's coded as follows: begin cases, end cases. There are 3 lines. I type the 3 lines. I separated them as usual with double backslash, so I have 2 double backslashes. And the ampersand will indicate to LaTeX that that's where the lines should line up. Of course, they ought to line up at the beginning of the formula. The cases environment will put in the big opening brace, as big as it needs to be to embrace all the lines, and that's all there is to it. There are many more multi-line displayed environments. I have a whole chapter, chapter 9, on this topic in my book, and that is probably the most complex chapter of the book. It starts with this visual display of all the, or most of, the multi-line math displays provided by LaTeX. Go to that picture, look up the picture that best approximates what you want to do, and learn the appropriate section. That's all there is about multi-line mathematical formulas in the short course. Bye-bye.